Intended as a guide for getting your WEGO video-based project up and running, this video provides a general overview of the configuration and operation of the WEGO ProVP and ProCommander VX video playback devices, as well as their integration with WEGO Show Control software. Basic knowledge of ProCommander hardware and Showforge timeline software, as well as the show deployment process, are assumed. In preparation for this video, please see the ProVP and ProCommander VX platform overview video on the WEGO YouTube channel for general ProVP platform device features and applications. Showforge tutorial videos can also be found on the WEGO YouTube channel to familiarize yourself with the WEGO show creation and deployment processes. Topics to be covered in this video include connecting to the ProVP device, general setup and configuration, triggering options, Showforge integration, additional Showforge video features, and Conductor Integration. All topics will be related to a sample project consisting of a typical ProVP device application. While ProVP devices can be utilized in a standalone application, in this video, we will provide an example project for a single ProVP that also includes video triggering from a ProCommander to highlight more advanced capabilities within a larger show control configuration. The sample project will consist of an attract video which plays upon system startup, a main show video triggered via a UDP command from a ProCommander, followed by a return to the looping attract. The UDP commands will be built within Showforge to ultimately be included in the ProCommander show deployment files. Let's get started by establishing a connection with the ProVP device for configuration. Both the ProVP and ProCommander VX provide two network ports for show control communication, as well as configuration via web browser on either a Mac OS or Windows-based computer. The ProVP device network ports can be addressed as desired, but as shipped, network port 1 is configured to a static IP address of 10.0.0.109. Network port 2 is configured to DHCP mode, offering another connection option for initial configuration. However, we highly suggest using a static IP address on either port 1 or 2 for use in a show control architecture, as the ProVP device address is a critical component to control communication with other devices for media triggering and logic. Therefore, for our sample project, the computer we are using for configuring will be connected to the ProVP device's network port 1 and the IP set to a static address within the same range as the ProVP default of 10.0.0.109. Access to the ProVP device can then be gained by opening a web browser and entering the ProVP default IP address of 10.0.0.109 or the default device name followed by .local. The device name option can also be used if you do not wish to adjust your computer network IP address for initial configuration. Note that when connecting via the device name on a Mac OS computer, please use the Safari browser to ensure access. Default login for ProVP devices is admin and password all lowercase. Once entered, clicking the Login button will provide access to the browser interface. With a connection to the ProVP device established, we will now discuss the general configuration and provide overview for all the options available within the browser interface. Upon login, the system info screen is loaded with several tabs across the top, each with their own respective options. The system screen lists general technical information as well as providing options for downloading a diagnostic and factory resetting the device. The Download Diagnose option provides an extensive report in a proprietary format as reference for WEGO technicians. In the event of an issue, this report will likely be requested. The device setup screen allows for modification of the device network name and login credentials. The display setup screen provides device name, vendor, and audio support information for any connected display. The display settings can also be forced, which stores the connected display information to the ProVP device, eliminating a connection handshake during a power-up or cable reconnect of the display or ProVP. Note, in a forced display configuration, the current forced display settings should be released if a different display will be connected to the ProVP. The network setup screen allows for configuration of each network port. Active connections are also reported in the header of each network port section. The Media Files screen provides the interface for managing media on the ProVP device. Video, audio, and CMA scripting files can all be uploaded. Files can be organized into folders, downloaded, and deleted from the device as needed. 64 GB of onboard solid-state storage is available with status of occupied storage provided in the top header. Several options for video player specific settings are provided on the video player setup screen. There are currently 3 levels of licenses for ProVP devices, including Basic, 3D, and Full, which can be upgraded here via a license key. ProVP devices ship in the default single player mode, however, all licensing levels include the ability to set the device to multiplayer mode, essentially allowing the device to function as 2 completely independent players via the 2 HDMI out ports. See the ProVP manual for more information on multiplayer mode and licensing features. The log level menu allows for choosing the type of logging which will be displayed on the user log screen. More on this shortly. Below this is an extensive list of options which can be referenced in the manual but include shutter settings for integration with projectors as well as default video and audio port routing. UDP port settings are also available, which are important in multiplayer mode as the UDP port is the means by which other devices communicate specifically to player 1 or 2 via UDP. Details for all these options are provided within the ProVP manual. A few items of particular note are the ability of the ProVP to generate and transmit MIDI and ArtNet timecode to target devices over network. Reporting of events and position to devices on the network are also possible, and the target device IP and port addresses will be added here for this, along with the report interval times. Screen orientation, resolution restrictions, and custom on-the-fly mapping of Dolby surround channels are also possible and a unique feature to the ProVP devices. If serial communication with other devices is being utilized, the port settings can be configured at the bottom of this screen. Please note any changes to the video player setup screen must be saved and the player restarted. The Startup and Script screen allows for custom logic to be added. The first pane is reserved specifically for startup logic to be initiated when the device powers on. Please note, if the device is in multiplayer mode, a startup script field for each of the 2 players will be provided. Additional scripts can be generated below with a prompt to title each new script as it's being generated. The additional scripts can then be triggered as needed by referencing the script name, just as any media is triggered via UDP, serial commands, or additional logic. More complex scripting for extended interactivity, manipulations, fades, or compositing can be included by building and pushing a CMA script to the ProVP media folder. As scripted events, these functions operate as non-destructive modifications to the original media taking place in real time on the hardware. CMA scripts can also be triggered in a similar fashion to media files, allowing for very powerful and flexible logic sequencing. Please see the ProVP manual for additional information and examples of CMA scripting. The user log screen is a tool for monitoring device status and errors. The information displayed within this log is determined by the log level options found at the top of the player setup screen. By default, the log level is set to info mode, which is the most basic log level where commanded events and subsequent errors are displayed. 2 additional levels of logging are available, each providing subsequently more information. The device menu provides direct actions for reboot and shutdown of the ProVP device, while the logout provides a means for logging out of the browser interface. We will now quickly configure this ProVP player for the sample project noted at the beginning of this video. Since we plan to leave the as-shipped default network and video output configurations, we can move directly to uploading some sample media. We will navigate to System, Media Files, and then click the Upload button to select a few sample videos from our connected computer. While MP4 files utilizing H.264 encoding are recommended, most other common video file and encoding standards are acceptable. Refer to the appendix of the ProVP manual for more information. Once upload is complete, the media files will be listed. It should be noted that media can also be directly uploaded to the ProVP device from a connected macOS computer via SMB, eliminating the browser connection even if the 2 devices are not within the same IP range. To do this, navigate to the Go menu, select Connect to Server, and either enter the ProVP device IP address if it's within the same range as your connected computer, or the device name followed by .local if the connected computer and ProVP device are not currently within the same IP range. This will mount the ProVP device media folder to the desktop of your macOS computer, allowing for drag and drop media file management. We will now create a startup script to loop the attract video upon system startup. This quite simply consists of a loop command followed by the name of the video to be looped. Once entered, we must save the script and reboot the device. Refer to the ProVP manual for information on additional available logic commands for use in your projects. This completes the configuration required at the ProVP for our sample project. Upon reboot, the ProVP will now seamlessly loop the attract video as scripted until we command the player to do otherwise, which is what we will cover next. However, if we were to stop at this point, this would be one of the most basic applications of the ProVP as a standalone device. As noted, ProVP devices are also designed to integrate seamlessly within a larger control system architecture via network UDP and serial communication. As long as the proper command format structure is adhered to, as outlined in the ProVP manual, commands can be sent from any device to the configured ProVP serial or network port. For example, here we're utilizing the UDP console in the macOS version of Wiggle Hardware Configurator to send play and pause commands via the network to test the connected ProVP. When adding ProVP devices to a larger Wiggle control system architecture, Wiggle's macOS-based Showforge timeline software includes direct support for ProVP devices to streamline this logic and show creation process. We have a Showforge animation project already created here to which we will add support for our ProVP triggering example. The project includes a Pro Commander with a main show. There are 2 tracks of audio within the show and several tracks of animation outputs. We will trigger the ProVP via this main show timeline. First, we need to add the ProVP player to the project. ProVP devices can be added to a project similar to any other WEGO hardware. We will add our configured and connected ProVP with the IP address of 10.0.0.109 and the default network port of 5236. Once added, command triggers for the player are inserted via markers at the top of the timeline. By changing the marker type to command, ProVP can then be selected from the command type menu. The Pro Commander within the project from which the commands will be sent is then chosen in the target Pro Commander list. We have just one Pro Commander here within the project which we will choose. The ProVP to receive the commands is then chosen from the list of those within the target ProVP list, which in this case is only our ProVP at 10.0.0.109. If multiplayer mode is being utilized on the ProVP device, the preferred video output port can be chosen from the ProVP target output menu. Since our sample project will be using single player mode on the ProVP, we will leave this as the default single player mode of output 1. A list of all available ProVP device trigger commands is provided, each with any associated custom entry fields as required, basically providing auto assembly of the final ProVP trigger command. We just need to add the details where necessary into the provided fields. For our sample project, we would like to trigger the main show video around 5 seconds after the start of this particular timeline. So we will move the marker to 5 seconds on the timeline and double check our targets here and then choose the play command. All we need to do from here is fill in the file name of the media stored on the ProVP which we would like to play. In our case, this would be mainshow.mp4. Showforge will now handle building the command for us in proper syntax. If you would like to see the final assembled command, the Copy to Clipboard button can be clicked and the command pasted into another app for viewing. Please see the ProVP manual for further information on all available commands and required formatting. When the playhead reaches the new marker within the timeline, the ProVP trigger command will now be sent to the connected ProVP. We can also immediately live test the command at any time by clicking the Test Command or Test Command Direct buttons. Test Command routes the command through the designated connected target Pro Commander to the ProVP, as would be the case in our final deployed show configuration here, whereas Test Command Direct sends the command directly to the ProVP from Showforge rather than through the designated target Pro Commander, thus providing an additional option for connection troubleshooting. Our sample project also calls for the attract video to begin looping again after the completion of the main show video. We will handle this with another marker in the timeline. With the available ProVP logic options, we have the convenience of sending a command for the next desired action before the main show video is actually finished playing. This is accomplished by utilizing the finally command, placing it immediately after our previous play main show video command. We will set the event to loop the attract video. Since we are using the finally command, the ProVP will automatically complete this action immediately upon the main show video ending without any further logic required. We've completed all the necessary configuration and logic for our sample project. The show can now be quickly tested by playing the Showforge timeline out to the connected Pro Commander and ProVP. When the playhead reaches the ProVP command markers within the timeline, the associated videos will be triggered at the ProVP. The main show.mp4 video is played, and the attract.mp4 video begins to loop immediately afterwards via the marker containing the finally command. To complete our sample project, the Showforge project can now be deployed to the Pro Commander for final site configuration. With the ProVP configured and the Showforge show files deployed to the Pro Commander for the sample project as shown in this video, let's quickly review video playback on the final site system. The ProVP will loop the attract video upon power-up via the startup script on the ProVP. The main show video will play when commanded via the ProVP play marker at the 5-second point of the Pro Commander main theater show. Once the main show video has completed, the ProVP will return to looping the attract video via the finally command, also in the Pro Commander main show. In addition to the ProVP device integration, it should be noted Showforge also provides up to 4 tracks of real-time video manipulation and playback per timeline while animating, recording lighting, or building your show, thus providing a single platform for programming media-rich synchronized shows. By utilizing ProVP device's timecode generation features, Showforge timelines can also be synced via network to the ProVP device to ensure frame-accurate playback even prior to export. For a Windows-based solution, Conductor Timeline software also offers support for ProVP integration into a larger WEGO show control architecture. Conductor libraries are available for download at wegocontrols.com/downloads-training, which include ProVP UDP and serial trigger commands to streamline the logic and show creation process similar to Showforge, but without some of the multi-layer preview and editing functions. In addition, it should be noted Conductor only supports ArtNet for timecode sync. We hope this video has been a useful resource for general configuration and operation of the WEGO ProVP devices. While the sample project provided in this video focused on a standalone ProVP model, the ProCommander VX combines the same ProVP functionality with the powerful show control features of the latest ProCommander AX. With additional onboard features of 4 channels of uncompressed audio with polyphony, 16 universes of lighting control, and an ultra-powerful Class D amplifier, the ProCommander VX can provide complete control of fully interactive exhibits or attractions from a single rack space. For a more in-depth example involving multiple video layers and a media-rich interactive application, see the case study videos on the WEGO YouTube channel. Contact us with any questions at support@wegocontrols.com or visit us at wegocontrols.com/downloads-training for product information, manuals, and tutorials.